United States District Court, Eastern District of New York, ex-United States of America, against Robert Sylvester Kelly, defendant. Order 19 CR 286, AMV, ex-NM Donnelly, United States District Judge. On May 1, 2020, the defendant made his third request for temporary release. ECF No. 63. The defendant argues that he is entitled to bail because medical tests demonstrate that he is likely diabetic. ID at 1. Raising most of the same arguments pressed in his previous applications, the defendant continues to contest the court's findings and presumably the same findings by other courts that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure his appearance is required and the safety of any other person in the community. 18 U.S.C. 3142, E. The government opposes. ECF No. 64. For the reasons that follow, the defendant's motion is denied. 18 U.S.C. 3142, E. Permits a district court to order pretrial detention if it concludes that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the appearance of the person is required and the safety of any other person in the community. 18 U.S.C. 3142, E. 1. When a defendant has been charged with a qualifying crime involving a minor, as this defendant has, there is a rebuttable presumption of pretrial detention under Section 3142, E. 3. The defendant has been charged in this district with violating 18 U.S.C. 2251, 2421, 2422 and 2423, see ECF number 4314, 19, 21 to 30, 39 to 42, and in the Northern District of Illinois with case 1:19 CR 00286 AMD document 68 filed May 15, 20 page 1 of 9 page ID hashtag 555. Violating 18 U.S.C. 2251, 2422 and 2252 A. 2. See United States v. Kelly et.al., 19 CR 567, ECF number 93, all of which are qualifying crimes involving a minor, C 3142, E. 3, E. Therefore, there is a rebuttable presumption of pretrial detention. The defendant bears a limited burden of production, not a burden of persuasion, to rebut that presumption by coming forward with evidence that he does not pose a danger to the community or a risk of flight. United States v. English, 629 F.3d 311, 319, 2d Sir 2011, quoting United States v. Mercedes, 254 F.3d 433, 436, 2d Sir 2001. Once a defendant has met his burden of production relating to these two factors, the presumption favoring detention does not disappear entirely, but remains a factor to be considered among those weighed by the district court. Mercedes, 254 F.3d at 436, citation omitted. Even in a presumption case, the government retains the ultimate burden of persuasion by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant presents a danger to the community, and, by the lesser standard of a preponderance of the evidence that the defendant presents a risk of flight. ID. Citations omitted. As relevant here, temporary release of a defendant is governed by 18 U.S.C. 3142, I, which permits a court to order temporary release for a compelling reason. In this case, the defendant must rebut the statutory presumption of pretrial detention under Section 3142, E. 3, or show that a compelling reason calls for his release under Section 3142, I. Point 1. The defendant has done neither. 1. It is not entirely clear whether the defendant is moving for reconsideration of prior bail determinations under Section 3142, E, or for temporary release under Section 3142, I. The distinction is not merely academic. See United States v. Perez, No. 19 CR 297, 2020 WL132, 9225, at *2, SDNY March 19, 2020, the court intends to terminate the defendant's temporary release and return the defendant to pretrial detention as soon as the court concludes that the defendant no longer faces the acute health risk posed by the current circumstances, specifically, the COVID-19 pandemic. Accordingly, I address both statutory grounds for release separately. Case 1:19 CR 00286 AMD document 68 filed May 15, 20 page 2 of 9 page ID hashtag 556. I release under Section 3142, E. In determining whether a defendant has rebutted the presumption that he is dangerous and a flight risk, a court is obligated to consider certain factors, including the nature of the charges against the defendant, the weight of the evidence against him, his history and characteristics, and the extent to which his release would pose a risk to any person or the community. 18 U.S.C. 3142, G. See also Mercedes, 254 F.3d at 436. The district court considers the Section 3142, G. Factors, to determine whether the presumptions of dangerousness and flight are rebutted. Both indictments charge the defendant with serious crimes that span years. In this district, the indictment charges that for almost 24 years, the defendant led an enterprise, the purposes of which were to promote the defendant's music, to recruit women and girls to engage in illegal sexual activity with the defendant, and to produce child pornography. ECF number 43212. In the Northern District of Illinois, the defendant is charged with participating in a long-running conspiracy to obstruct justice and a conspiracy to receive child pornography. United States v. Kelly et al., 19 CR 567, ECF number 93 at 5-17. In connection with the obstruction charge, the defendant is alleged to have secured witnesses' silence, and in at least one instance to have suborned perjury, through bribes, blackmail, threats and intimidation. ID. This conduct strikes at the heart of the integrity of the trial process and has been a traditional ground for pretrial detention by the courts. United States v. LaFontaine, 210 F.3d 125, 134, 2d Sir 2000, in Gotti, we held that a single incident of witness tampering constituted a threat to the integrity of the trial process, rather than more generally a danger to the community, and was sufficient to revoke bail. Quoting United States v. Gotti, 794 F.2d 773, 779 N.5, 1986. Case 1:19 CR 00286 AMD Document 68 filed May 15, 20 page 3 of 9 page ID hashtag 557. The defendant takes issue with the court's consideration of the charges in evaluating his dangerousness and risk of flight. ECF number 63 at 5. What is more troubling from the defense's perspective is that this court accepts the allegations regarding obstruction as true and as evidence that he would obstruct now if released, but completely discounts the factual and historical evidence of appearance. However, because an indictment returned by a proper grand jury conclusively determines the existence of probable cause, Cayley v. United States, 571 U.S. 320, 326 N.6, 2014, citations omitted, a court does not unfairly skew things, ECF number 63 at 1, against a defendant when it takes the charges into account. Nor does it mean that a judge is simply accepting the government's position without critical analysis, as the defense argues. The other judges who have considered the question of bail, the Honorable Harry D. Leinenweber, United States District Judge for the Northern District of Illinois, where the defendant is currently being held, and Magistrate Judge Stephen Tessian, to whom the defendant made his first application for bail in this district, also found that the defendant was a flight risk and a danger to the community. Judge Leinenweber characterized the charges against the defendant as extraordinarily serious, and emphasized the obstruction of justice charge. As far as the obstruction of justice, according to the specific count in the indictment, that the acquittal was at least in some part obtained because of obstruction of justice, which involved allegedly paying off of witnesses and threatening witnesses and buying back certain evidence in the forms of the videos. According to the indictment, again, I go by the fact that a grand jury found that there's probable cause, that witnesses were paid and witnesses were threatened in order to either change testimony or not appear at all. So it appears to me that the defendant has failed to overcome the presumption of requiring detention in both the case here in Chicago and the case in New York. United States v. Kelly et al., No. 19 CR 567, ECF number 40 at 31:1932:17. 2. The defendant filed a motion for temporary release in the Northern District of Illinois, but requested that Judge Leinenweber defer any ruling until after the New York court has acted on his request. Case 1:19 CR 00286 AMD Document 68 filed May 15, 20 page 4 of 9 page ID hashtag 558. ECF number 115 at 1-2. The defendant moved to re-argue Judge Leinenweber's order of pretrial detention on August 1, 2019, ECF number 54, but later withdrew the motion. See ECF number 115 at 1-3. During that hearing, the defendant acknowledged that the court could rely on the allegation of obstruction in deciding bail. ID at 10:2-10, the court, but because it is just an allegation of obstruction, he hasn't been convicted of it yet. I should just ignore it for purposes of dangerousness of the defendant? Mr. Anton, definitely not. But the court has the right to require a little more than just the government say so that this exists. In fact, of course, it is not just the government's say so upon which the court relied, but the grand jury's finding of probable cause that the defendant obstructed justice. Judge Tessian likewise denied bail because the defendant posed a risk of flight and dangerousness. Judge Tessian observed that the defendant faced incredibly serious charges of sexual abuse of minors, coercion of minors, and child pornography, and that the defendant has a history of similar allegations, dating back more than a decade. Bail HRG 15:15-22, August 2, 2019. Judge Tessian was extremely troubled by the issues of potential obstruction in prior cases, and the strong possibility that there could be potential witness tampering in this case if he's released. ID at 16:6-16, 3. In an effort to rebut the presumption of detention, the defendant cites, as he has before, his history of returning to court in the 2008 Illinois State Court case. The significance of that record is substantially undermined by the grand jury's probable cause finding in the Illinois federal case that the defendant obstructed justice during that trial. The defendant is presumed innocent of the charges, but, as explained above, the grand jury's probable cause finding that he obstructed justice in the past as well as the nature of the other charges are relevant factors in the pretrial detention analysis under Section 3142. See Cayley, 571 U.S. at 329 N.6. The grand jury's unreviewed finding similarly may play a significant role in determining a defendant's eligibility for release before trial under the Bail Reform Act of 1984, 18 U.S.C. 3141 ETSEQ. Nor are the defendant's proposed measures that he be kept on home confinement and monitored by pretrial services sufficient to eliminate the danger to the community. These Case 1:19 CR 00286 AMD Document 68 filed May 15, 20 page 5 of 9 page ID hashtag 559. Measures can be circumvented by the wonders of science and of sophisticated electronic technology, and the monitoring equipment can be rendered inoperative. United States v. Orena, 986 F.2d 628, 632, 2d Sir 1993, quoting United States v. Gotti, 776 F sub 666, 67,273, EDNY 1991. Without the confidence of security assured by a detention facility, United States v. Millen, 4 F.3d 1038, 1049, 2d Sir 1993, citing Gotti, 776 F sub at 672, the danger to the community cannot be eliminated, especially where, as here, the proposed measures are powerless to stop a defendant from inducing others to interfere with witnesses. See United States v. Chaudhry, 941 F sub 2d 347, 359, EDNY 2013. It is well established that home detention and electronic monitoring may be insufficient to protect the community against dangerous individuals, particularly where those individuals have the ability to command others to do their bidding. Citations omitted. See also United States v. Sindone, No. 01 CR 517, 2002 WL 48604, at *1, SDNY January 14, 2002. The stakes in a criminal case are high, and temptations of perjury, subornation, and intimidation are ever present. The circumstances that led Judge Lynan Weber, Judge Tessian, and me to conclude that the defendant has not rebutted the presumption of detention have not changed. The defendant is charged in Illinois and New York with extraordinarily serious crimes, for which he faces a long prison term if convicted. That prospect makes him a flight risk. The nature of the charges, which include crimes against minor victims, threats against potential witnesses, and paying bribes to keep witnesses from cooperating, make him a danger to the community, including that he could attempt to tamper with prospective witnesses. For these reasons, the government sustained its burden of proving by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant poses a danger to the community, and by a Case 1:19 CR 00286 AMD Document 68 filed May 15, 20 page 6 of 9 page ID hashtag 560. Preponderance that he is a flight risk. Point 4. There are no conditions or combination of conditions that will reasonably assure the appearance of the defendant as required and the safety of any other person in the community. 18 U.S.C. 3142, E. For in a second reply, submitted solely and exclusively on the issue of obstruction, the defense describes various people that it suspects are the Jane Doe victims, and posits reasons why they would not be amenable to any overture from the Kelly camp. ECF No. 67. Witness tampering can take many forms, including blackmail, threats, and intimidation that do not require the target's receptiveness to a defendant's overtures. The defendant has been charged in the Northern District of Illinois with using physical abuse, violence, threats of violence, blackmail, and other controlling behaviors against victims so that he could maintain control over them, prevent them from providing evidence to law enforcement, and persuade them to continue to abide by prior false statements relating to his sexual contact and sexual acts with minors and videos of such conduct. United States v. Kelly ETAL, No. 19 CR 567, ECF number 93, count 5, 9. 5. The defendant's argument that he should be released because he is at substantial risk and in danger regardless of whether his diagnostic numbers firmly put him in any defined medical category, and is at risk and in danger because he is housed at the MCC Chicago, ECF number 66 at 3, is inconsistent with his previous disclaimers. Furthermore, to be crystal clear, Mr. Kelly's counsel is not asking this court to release the entire BOP population, as claimed by the government in its response. That is a false and strawman argument. ECF number 58 at 2. 2. Temporary release under Section 3142, I, as he did in a previous application, the defendant cites the global coronavirus pandemic as a compelling reason justifying his release. In my prior rulings, I have found that the defendant has not presented compelling reasons for his release under Section 3142, I, in part because he is not uniquely at risk for contracting severe illness from COVID-19. ECF NOS 53, 61. The defendant argues that he is now uniquely at risk because he has been diagnosed as prediabetic. 5, ECF NOS 63, 66. I do not agree that a diagnosis of prediabetes presents a compelling reason for the defendant's release. While the CDC has identified diabetes as a risk factor for COVID-19, the same is not true for prediabetes, a condition that affects nearly 1 in 3 American adults. C. Groups at higher risk for severe illness, available at https://www.cdc.gov/coronavirus/2019/NCOV/need-extra-groups-at-higher-risk.html. See also, diabetes and prediabetes, Case 1:19 CR 00286 AMD Document 68 filed May 15, 20 page 7 of 9 page ID hashtag 561. Available at https://www.cdc.gov/chronicdisease/chronic-publications/fact-sheets/diabetes-prediabetes.htm. My review of the defendant's medical records reflect that he is receiving more than adequate care to manage this condition. The healthcare professionals at the MCC see him regularly and are working with him to implement lifestyle changes so that his condition improves. ECF number 65 at 1-6. Those recommendations include diet, weight loss, and exercise. ID, Section 3142I, has been used sparingly to permit a defendant's release where, for example, he is suffering from a terminal illness or serious injuries. United States v. Hamilton, No. 19 CR 54, 2020 WL132, 3036, at *2, EDNY March 20th, 2020, collecting cases. The defendant's diagnosis of prediabetes, a relatively common and treatable condition, is not a compelling reason for his release. See United States v. Deutsch, No. 18 CR 502, 2020 WL169, 4358, at *1, EDNY April 7th, 2020, finding no compelling reasons where a defendant has a prediabetes diagnosis but does not have type 1 or type 2 diabetes. He does not suffer from any pre-existing respiratory issues, he is young, and his medical condition appears well managed throughout his pretrial detention. Case 1:19 CR 00286 AMD Document 68 filed May 15th, 20 page 8 of 9 page ID hashtag 562. Conclusion: accordingly, the defendant's motion for reconsideration of the court's pretrial detention orders and his motion for temporary release are denied. So ordered. Underscore 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 and M. Donnelly, United States District Judge, dated ECF no.
Welcome, you guys. Welcome. I was going to come on later on today. I hope everybody's doing well. And you see, I got sidetracked trying to look at y'all things. So I had to play catch up. I'm looking at this as he has already been found guilty with this judge. She's not. Where do we go from here? Well, I don't know where everybody else is going from here, but when I came into this fight, I knew it was going to be a long one. I know it's going to be a dirty one, and I was going to continue. I'm going to continue to fight. I'm going to continue to fight. This is actually something unreal. If you listen to, you can always go back and listen to it, you guys. I just came down. I've been keeping up. I done spent over like $30 going on there back and forth trying to keep up and see if any information, like every time you click on that deal, they charging you. But, you know, I'm like, let me just keep looking and see what is she's doing. You know, I'm like, what is Judge Ann doing? But you guys got to realize, like I said, do your research on the prosecutors and the judges as well. They are women empowerment, okay? They are women empowerment. And for her to go in like she did, and she didn't say maybe. She actually stated having sex with young. She stated with underage girls. She stated he's a flight risk. She stated that he paid off. She stated that he, you know, blackmail and different things like that. Not alleged, not innocent until proven guilty. This judge has already labeled Robert Sylvester Kelly as a guilty person. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at New York and you look at all these people that has been released, you got McFoley, I think that's his last name, McFoley, have not even completed his sentence, like not even 1%, 3% of his jail time. And these people have been found guilty and they let him out. And this man can't even get out. And I'm trying not to be upset with his attorneys, but at this freaking time, I'm like this. I'm feeling like what somebody else said. If these attorneys can't even get this man bail and they can't even type up the right motion to get him out, how in the hell this man is going to fight for his life when it comes to the trial, when they can't even get there to sit down and talk with his attorneys? They can't even go over his paperwork. I fuck the coronavirus itself and the health thing. Like, hey, I'm not coming to this jail, and I need my client to be somewhere where I can feel comfortable sitting down talking with him, because he has a problem with reading, and I need to sit down with my client and discuss the trial so he can be able to fight. How can he do that when I'm not even there? Time waits for no man, and we need to prepare for his trial. And why we cannot prepare for his trial, why I can't sit down and talk to my client? Because of the coronavirus, ma'am. My client cannot read well, ma'am. I need to have him somewhere where we can be able to be together to go over his case. Right now, this is not, and I'm just point blank and period, this is not it's not going to be a fair trial. You have a judge like this. And to my understanding, I thought that the judges in Illinois agreed in allowing him to get out. They trying to, and I keep telling you guys, a long time ago, I did a video about taking the bait. Don't take the bait. That's what they do in New York. They sprinkle these little crumbs, right? They sprinkle the crumbs for them to say, I take a plea deal. That's how the feds has always won their case. That's why they have a high rate. But if you do your investigation and do your research, people that actually like, I'm not taking no plea, I didn't do anything, they usually win, right? But what it is with some people, hey, if I don't take a plea, I can do 80% to 100% in the feds. Robert knows that he is innocent. That's why he continued to fight. But they're trying to break him. They got him in a cell alone. He's not receiving, phone calls. He's not walking around and things like that because they locked down due to the coronavirus, and things like that. A good word. Okay. Set up real and welcome everybody to the chat. I'm so sorry. I wasn't even trying to come on like this right here. I was actually gonna run some errands and things like that. I have been working behind the scenes. It's been like peaceful, and I don't have to worry about all the drama that's going on. I can get things done. I don't have to worry about people talking to people and they don't, I can't stand when a person say this is not going to work when you never went out there and tried it. And I'm not that type of person. I'm going to try it and try to get things done, because if you don't try, how do you know? And I can't deal with people like that. So I'm actually working with some activists and things behind the scenes, you guys. And I'm just trying my best to be patient. I'm trying to keep that calm spirit. When I come on here, I had somebody do some dirty things, but at the end of the day, I'm not broken. I'm not mad at you, boo-boo. Do what you do, okay? Because I'm still going to fight. I'm still standing. I'm still doing what I said I was going to do. I know what God put me here for, and I'm going to continue to do it. I don't care who call me bitches. I don't care who try to shut me down, but you're not going to shut me up, okay? I'm not going to be quiet, okay? In Chicago, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to be real. And if a person get mad, I don't give a damn at this point, because you ain't the one fighting for your freaking goddamn life. If you're afraid, this is the time. If you're afraid to get out there because you don't want nobody to see you, hell, it's the coronavirus pandemic. You're wearing a fucking mask. Put your goddamn mask on. Put on your fucking mask. Free R. Kelly. Write down why you think his rights has been violated. You know, 5, 6, whatever. It's ridiculous. That just, I'm gonna tell you, it's to try to break you. Don't lose your cool, okay? Don't lose your cool. Keep a positive spirit. Yeah, it's upsetting. Hell, I have not eaten anything. I am like, I want to eat me something so I can take me some drinks because I'm about to come over here and get ignorant. But I'm like, you know what? Don't do that. But when I come back, I'm going to show y'all how easy a person, a female, can manipulate someone into believing them with things, okay? Do what y'all do. Keep fighting. Y'all just keep fighting. Chicago, get y'all ass out there. And I'm serious. I was planning on coming out, plus some more people in the surrounding area. We was gonna get in our cars, and we was gonna put signs on our cars. We was gonna go to either New York or Chicago. I said, I think we should go to New York. But I feel like Chicago should do something. I feel like if y'all claim that y'all, I don't care how y'all run different. I don't care how y'all do things different. The running different and doing things different. We're a different breed. Is not working at this point. So you need to try something different. There's nothing wrong with trying something fucking different. Okay? So as we was talking, and I was talking to the activists, you know, I was talking to the activists, and you know, and I said, I can't take this anymore. I can't go and try to talk and persuade somebody else to do something. I'm just gonna get in my car and I'm going to drive there myself. Maybe the people in Chicago will see it and they'd be like, hey, shit, let's go and join. But we shouldn't have. They was like, why the fuck should you get in your car, drive 17 hours to Chicago to protest when he got his surrounding areas and these people claiming that they for him? Why should you do that? I said, I'm not waiting on nobody else. And I cannot wait on nobody. I cannot keep talking to people and asking people to do things. I'm not going to do that. And then something else came up that stopped us from going. But don't be surprised if I get in a rental car and I'm going. And like I said, if I have to be looking like a damn fool out there, I will. I didn't spend all this time, almost a year, for me to tap out. I'm not tapping out. I'm not going to tap out. Sonny, be lovely. You right. Because I'm telling you, in Texas, nobody wouldn't have gave a fuck. Nobody wouldn't be like, hey, we roll different here. Be like, oh hell no, that's one of ours. That's one of ours, and we see the bullshit. Being on social media, what the fuck being on social media has achieved? Yeah, we have persuade some of the people come over to the other side, but at the same time, we're moving slow. We're grabbing people, but it's being done slowly, and time is freaking ticking. Just like I said, with April the 27th, April 27th is gone. Now it is May. This man's attorney has not been communicating with him, going over his case, because he's sitting there worried about the damn coronavirus. He up in a damn room just mind wandering everywhere, trying to figure out what the fuck to do. And I'm sorry, instead of the damn letters going to him about some bullshit, I understand that you want him to know what's going on the outside, but this man, Robert Sylvester Kelly, is terrified right now, probably figuring out which way to go. And he needs some inspiration in his head right now so he can stay calm and continue to fight. Those are the kind of letters that he needs to receive right now. No big words, no big whole goddamn 5 and 6 damn paragraphs talking about the YouTubers and social media and shit like that. He don't need that right now. He needs to be fed something to keep him strong and empower him to keep fighting and to keep standing and don't fold, because that's what they're trying to get him to do. Now his damn attorneys, I know it's something better out there you can put. But right now, they got him labeled as guilty from what this woman has said. Nothing allegedly. Only thing we can do right now is fight for and put out what we know. We don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes. We don't know what's going on with the prosecuting attorneys. But at the same time, you guys, when are we going to get this right? I'm not going to argue. I'm getting, and I'm telling you guys, I'm not trying to be ugly right now, but at the same freaking time, you guys, because it's aggravating the fuck out of me. I am so sick of hearing about the bullshit on YouTube. I don't want to hear that shit. All I want y'all to do is help me. Give me some information I can use, because I can give a damn about these people acting a fool. They are out acting a fool. This man is on lockdown, not getting all the proper care he needs, not getting he's paying these attorneys, but they're not giving him what the fuck he needs. I'm paying you. Damn it, you need to do everything that you can. I put on my Twitter to Greenberg. I did a recording of some animals. The mom protecting her cubs. I said, how you know somebody's fighting hard for you? Because they're going to protect you like you are theirs. And I don't see that. I see him attacking Trump more than I see him attacking the fucking goddamn liars and shit. You know, I know people saying don't y'all messing with them. Fuck them at this point. Because I have not intimidated a motherfucking goddamn whatever you want to call them. I have not. I showed proof of the lies. I'm going to continue to do that, and I'm going to give my opinions on the fucking liars. I'm going to continue to do that as well. So now what we're going to get, everybody going to read the motion. Everybody going to be pointing fingers. Everybody going to be talking about this blogger did this. The blogger did that. The blogger showed a naked picture of a damn female that showed her goddamn poo nanny all over Instagram all motherfucking day long. They run their fucking mouth 24 fucking 7. So how he gonna intimidate them when they already on social media running their fucking mouth? Who he intimidating? Shit. It's too late for intimidation. When everybody ran their big ass mouth with his baby mammy, getting on there because she want a little more shine and get on there and fucking run her mouth. Because she fucking miserable. And you ain't shit. I'm just gonna say it. Drell Lee ain't shit. I don't give a fuck what this man and you had going on, but if you the mother of his kids, you wouldn't do that shit. Dallas is the highest rate of STD and AIDS. Look it up. Well, shit, I'm pretty sure and it's all over United States, honey, and with African Americans. You got one on that. She chewing on goddamn grass and shit to treat her damn herpes. So I'm just, to me, it's just scary, and I'm just sorry. Because if I can't have a damn attorney that can even write up a motion to get me out, and you got Tom, Dick, and motherfucking Harry getting out all over the motherfucking place, that's sad. That is sad. You got Tom, Dick, and Harry all over the motherfucking place getting out in New York that's been found guilty. So they talking about flight risk, but you let somebody like Michael Avenatti that you claim you weren't gonna let out on his own bond because he's a flight risk, but you let his ass out, and he's been found guilty. I'm letting him out for 90 days so he can get some fresh air. But y'all can't let this man get out so he can fight his case. What kind of shit is that? Tell me that. But I'm about to go. I appreciate y'all coming in. Make sure y'all share this channel with other people. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna demonstrate something to you with you guys. And when I come back, and what I'm doing here, I don't mean no harm to the real fucking victims. I don't mean any harm, because I'm not even gonna say I was a victim. I've been through some shit too. But at the same time, I'm just gonna demonstrate to show you how fucking easy it is to persuade and lie to get somebody in trouble. That's what I'm gonna come back and show you guys. But I need right now, we gotta put all this other shit to the side. Like I said, I don't mean no harm. What's up, 312? Johnson, all of y'all, Trina, I hope you feeling better. I'm praying for you, sweetheart. We got to do more than sit our ass behind a fucking screen. We can take over New York, Chicago, and the surrounding area. Put your mask on. You don't want to be seen? Put your freaking mask on. They use coronavirus so you can cover your face and put why you feel like he violated or being violated, his rights being violated, 5 or whatever. His rights, 5th Amendment rights, or 6th Amendment rights. Write it on your goddamn mask. Put your hat on. Get you some damn signs. And get out there. Because in order for us to be heard, we're going to have to get our asses out there and let them physically see our ass and see the bullshit. We have to get out there. I'm telling you guys, I can't express it enough. You know, if I have to look like a fool, I know I'm going to go through something at home, because I sat down. I said, let me talk to you about it. I'm like, do you want to go to Chicago? Do you want to go to Chicago? I just got to get in my car and go to Chicago. If I got to put my sign on my car, put my mask on, showing them that I am complying to their laws in Illinois, I would do that. If I have to look like a fool just riding around in circles with the sign on my thing, I would do that. But it's time out now to say, well, we do it this way. Your way have not worked. We got to do something different. It does not hurt to try. At least you can say, hell, we tried. Because I don't like all the talking. I'm not about that. That's why y'all haven't been seeing me that much, because I'm like, hey, I need to get out here and start doing something. We have persuaded a lot of people, but now so it's time to get out of the social media world, and it's time to let our voices be heard and let them see our faces. Okay, baby, I want to get it going out there. We have to, you guys. I'm telling you, like, they're trying to crush our spirit. I'm a stubborn person, you guys. I'm a stubborn person. But I'm just saying it's time out now for us. Let me know when you headed to one of the cities, and I'm down with you. Yeah, my sister and I live in Syracuse, and my cousin lives in Chicago. So either way, we have somewhere to stay. What I was gonna do. I was gonna just go do what I have to do. Yeah, it would have been a long drive. It would be a long drive, but I was gonna go do what I have to do, and I was gonna come back. You know, because I have a lot of stuff going on. But I'm gonna tell you, like, the stress is real, and they try to pretend like these alleged accusers and they daddy pappies and they fucking psycho ass goddamn mammies and fucking stupid ass goddamn money hungry ass parents try to feel like they are being done so wrong, but they don't know half of the shit Sylvester Kelly supporters are going through. They don't know the shit that we're going through. And when I say we going through it, we are going through it. Even with the help of some people that claim they supporting him. And it's sad. Okay. It's just time waits for no man. It is May the 15th. Look how fucking fast this damn year has. Oh my God. I'm just trying my best to just stay calm. That's why I'm gonna come back, you guys. I just wanted that was my first time hearing it too. I said, let me just click on this and let the computer read it while I'm reading it and write down information, and we'll read it together so we can see what the bullshit is about now. I need his attorneys to, god damn it, grow some. I don't, not no regular goddamn nuts, some bull nuts. Get some bull nuts. Shit, put your pride aside and get somebody goddamn to come in and y'all have a damn panel. Just put this damn motion together and everybody go over the motion and say, hey, I don't like this. This needs to be taken out. Let's add this and work to fucking gather. Shit, everybody want to be a fucking hero, the first to do this, the first to do that, and the head leader of this and that, and I'm the one doing that. Fuck that. The people I'm working with behind the scenes don't want no credit on nothing, don't want their name, they don't give a shit. And that's what I like. That's what I like. I like people that it ain't about me. Shit, hell, I'm fine. I'm at home. It's about these men and even females that's going through the shit Robert going through. And if y'all don't see this as a racial thing, y'all better come on with it. I know you white, Greenberg, but it's now time to bring that racial card out. And you need to point out, hey, this right here is like you labeling my client guilty before he even go to trial, before his due process. He haven't had his due process, and this right here showing that you said he fucking guilty. Can I trust you? The work needs to be done. Yeah, put that shit to the side. Hell, fuck that. I don't give a fuck if you a lead attorney or whatever the hell you are. Shit, get that shit together. What was the judge's view? Hey, everyone. So you'll have to rewind it back. I just uploaded it on my computer and I just let the computer read it for us because it was my first time. It popped up letting me know it was an update, So I paid my little money for me to download it and shit, but hey, what we gonna do? Don't wait till these people say something different and then you decide you want to do something, do it now. But the opportunity is here. Is my point. They keep using the same damn excuse. She said she actually labeled him as sleeping with minors. She didn't say allegedly. She said sleeping with minors. She said He got all these charges on him. So now, because he got all these charges, he is a flight risk. Okay, Michael Avenatti was found guilty, and y'all let him out for 90 motherfucking days when you said that he was a flight risk. He's still a fucking. They said he's a flight risk. He got listed 60 days and still nothing. He's been there a year. They're gonna have to let him go. Not New York 312. Y'all got look at them laws in 312. Okay. Will come to light. Yeah, everything will come to light. I'm just trying to stay as calm as I can be, honey, because I'm telling you, it's just like a pressure bust a goddamn pipe. And I'm trying to keep my damn pipe from goddamn busting in this shit. Hell, I'm cussing now, and I wasn't trying to do all that. I wasn't trying to get on here and go off on my first laugh on my little bag up thing and shit. But damn it, hell. Yes, it's right now. People can say what they want to say. Greenberg, I know you white as a goddamn ghost, but it's time to use the race card, baby. Because if you can say that Michael Avenatti is a flight risk, and you let him out for 90 days to get some damn air and protect himself, and you keeping this black man that's in on lockdown that has not gone to trial, has not been found guilty of anything, and then you're labeling him as he's has sex with minors, he's a danger to community. What proof do you have? Is it something that we don't know? Or is it because you're a woman empowerment along with the prosecutors? I think Greenberg needs to switch up the judges and prosecutors as well. Because the prosecutor, one of the prosecutors, she's a woman empowerment. I did some background on her as well. This is impossible to win with the politicians running the show. Money, power, respect got a strong hold on Cosmic Kill. Yeah, money, power, respect in politicians as well as black people. Because if you look, who's putting them down? Who's calling in and sending in tapes and videos and recordings and shit? Who's doing that? It's not the politicians, it's us. Yeah, McDonald, I'm just saying they need to do their research. Fuck it, Greenberg. If it was me, I hired your motherfucking ass. I hired you, Greenberg. I don't give a damn what color you are, but you need to do everything that you need to do. The two white men that murdered right now are claiming. Yeah, I saw that. I said what I said. I read that article when they had his attorneys had the nerve to say proven to innocent until proven guilty. But at the same time, did they think that law with this young man that they thought was guilty, but they didn't try to have him to prove his innocence before they gunned him down? But look, you see what it took. You see how dirty they are. They had all this evidence, but I guess they didn't have no choice but to bring it out. The surveillance cameras and in the tapes and stuff. But you see how they tried to switch it over, say he walking around looking at the damn goddamn plyboard and shit. What the fuck this man gonna do with some plyboard? And when I see people building houses and stuff, I used to get out and look at the landscaping and looking at how they're gonna build it, how big the rooms are. A lot of people has done that. So what he do wrong? Did he take any shit from there? What the hell he gonna do with some plyboard? There was just some people plotting to just kill blacks. And I keep telling y'all, they don't have to wear the hoodies no more. Okay? They pay their people to be judges like Ann, prosecutors, police officers, doctors. They got different uniforms now. They don't have to wear the damn hoodies. To me, the judge don't care about the motion. She didn't give a damn about the motion. Look how long she took to bring it back. Like, let me look up some stuff. Cause they shit is racial. Shit, Michael Avenatti, they go, all they gonna do is try to forget about them and have us to forget about Michael Avenatti and all these other bastards that got out. And I'm not gonna forget shit because I don't forget. I lost my memory when I fell, but all my shit coming back, I won't forget this. This fresh in my mind. I won't forget about Michael Avenatti, 6ix9ine, none of them bastards. You know, none of them. So I'm sorry. I try my best to respect them damn attorneys. I tried my best to work with them, but I'm sorry. Y'all got to do a little better. Y'all get too much money to not fight harder for this man. People don't understand that those people just charm their uniforms. Yes, the uniforms are different. I keep telling y'all, I'll never forget 2002 when I ran into one. And he actually said, and he said it right. It has come to pass, baby. He said they don't really have to do too much work because you niggers are helping us. You niggers are helping us. That's exactly what he said. I'll never forget it. He said our organization, he called the KKK, Ku Klux Klan, an organization. He said our organization pay for our people to become judges, lawyers. We got white collar, we got blue collar. He said doctors, pharmacists, all that. They throw the medicine. They said we sick. They tell us our kids can't. They need some mental health pills so they can sit down in class and be zombies and can't learn shit. But when are we gonna put in money to send our kids to go to become doctors and attorneys and and things like that? Because usually the judges are attorneys before they become judges. Okay, so they can become judges and stuff, so they can be able to fight. We gotta look at all this stuff. We just have to sit down and analyze ourselves as people of color. We got too many excuses. We quick to say something's not going to work and we have not tried it. How you know if you have not tried it? I want to get out and do what I need to do. 45 have accused charges and still money in the county. Whew. Child, my heart is burning. I'm about to go because I need to eat, you guys. But I'm gonna come back later on. Please share this channel. I'm not gonna let nothing break me. They tried to break me on this YouTube shit. Fuck them. I don't give a damn. I'm still not gonna give you no motherfucking goddamn promotion over here. I'm not even gonna talk about it because I'm not upset. White people dying and they trying to get rid of us all. Well, honey, we better act like we ruling this damn world. We help build this. We help build it. We 90% of the reason why America exists. Okay. Besides the setup and justice, there have been several legal actions on the second place in this lawyer. They need to look into these judges and these prosecutors, and they need to file to have them removed. I know I have the paperwork. I just don't have time to look it up, but there is a way to have these prosecutors and judges removed, especially when you're dealing with females. You got a bunch of females. Even with Chicago, you got female prosecutors. All of this because of lies, people with fake IDs, want to be grown, want to extort, lie, live a good life, and then get what they wanted. It'll be different if he held somebody down, choked them, and forced them to have sex with them and things like that. Just like Jerronda Pace. You went in there and got a fake ID. Matter of fact, you wasn't even with him. You just went into the party. You saw what you saw in court that gave you motivation to go do what you did. You walked around in this man's house, surveillance camera showing you sneaking around in this man's house. You lay in his bed taking pictures for evidence to say that you was at his house to do some bullshit that you saw Lisa Van Allen them try to do. Blackmail. So only thing we can do is try right now is to work hard to get information out there to Chicago, potential jurors in New York. That's the only thing we can do. We can't. We're not Greenberg. We're not Anton. We're not Robert's defense team into filing motion given to the judge. Because right now I see she's one of them. They said what you call them mules that you hit and try to give them the move. She won't budge. A woman's empowerment. Like we gotta look at it. Women run the world. The woman runs the world, they say. I'm gonna end this, you guys. I don't know what's going on with the thing. I see that I'm off. Okay.